Welcome to Smart Remarks, the end of an era, and ain't it time? And so it ends. The George W. Bush presidency concludes with a thud next week as Barack Obama takes office as the 44th president of the United States. But I gotta say, I watched the Bush press conference earlier this week, and I gotta say I felt sorry for the guy. He seemed conciliatory on some issues. I even agreed with him when he said that the Republican Party has got to be more inclusive if it's going to win elections in the future. But, good luck with that. Overall, however, none of it changes my view that the Bush presidency is one of the most disastrous in American history, and Americans, on the whole, seem to agree. Gallup's final poll of the Bush era came out last week, and it showed him leaving office with an approval rating of 34%.
Yeah, it's all the press's fault.
All the press's fault. It's all their fault.
Better than Richard Nixon and Harry Truman, tied with Jimmy Carter. At the same time, however, the Gallup poll showed him with a whopping 61% disapproval rate. And that's the highest in the modern era with the exception of Richard M. Nixon. For the record, Bill Clinton left office with the highest approval rating of the modern era at 66%. I mention that for one reason only. It's going to drive the wingers crazy. What really fascinated me about the poll, though, were the internals. 6% of Democrats said they approved of the job Bush was doing. 28% of independents said they thought he was doing a good job. 75%, 3/4 of Republicans said, good job.
Now watch this drive.
And I thought, who are these people? Where are they coming from? They're going to say, sure, they're going to say, Bush kept us safe. Now, let's not forget that 9/11 happened on Bush's watch, but even if you accept that he subsequently kept us safe, sure, it's a major accomplishment, but does that major accomplishment define the entire era? I used to think about the Jimmy Carter partisans. Who were the people when he left office that were saying what a great president he was? They would point to, some legitimate achievements, the Israeli-Egypt peace treaty, and they'd say, look, but do those accomplishments define an entire presidential era? They don't, and so what we see now is that the Bush true believers are the mirror image of the Carter true believers then. They're partisans, they're ideologues, they're incapable of seeing the big picture, and they're convinced that the American people are too stupid to realize how wonderful they are. Well, there was a reason Ronald Reagan was elected and needed to be elected. He needed to sweep away that ossified, petulant thinking. Barack Obama takes office next week for the exact same reason.